it's Paul again, and I'm back at school, and I wanted to, today, I'm moving some instruments from one room, my old room, to a different location at the school, and I thought this might be a good time to have a little tour of the school. Here's my school. Some of you have heard me talk about my school, and I think you've even seen, if you look up to the right here, there's a card, a connection to an old video of my room. I moved to a different room, and that's why I'm here partly today. Here's the bike rack at the beginning. Now the school is divided, of course, into primary and secondary. This is the primary building, and then, of course, this is the secondary building. Now, there's some overlap, and some of the rooms, there's some rooms under the school here in a tunnel-like thing, and there's a little bit of overlap. Like there's an art room that's over here, and then there's a primary art room over there too, and then there's a design room, which is sort of over there, and it's primary, and then there's another, so there's a lot of overlap. So let's look at the playground. You saw some of the entrances as I walked past them. Now, we have an issue right now. We're adding on to the school and making some changes. Here is the wood chip part of the playground. And then we have sand, a sand pit over there. And then we have another area of wood chips over there. We're going to see all of this. And then we have this area. And then we have some basketball courts and a soccer court, but there's all hard surfaces. That's all going to be changing. And then also the children play up on those courts, but right now there's a tent, a long tent, and that tent is there for tomorrow. Tomorrow, Sunday, is International Festival Day, so there's going to be all of this right here. This is where the buses pick up the children, but it's also part of the playground. That is going to be, there are going to be lots and lots of stalls from different countries around the world. And what are those countries going to have? They're going to have candies. They're going to have food. They're going to have things that come from that country's culture. So it's an international festival. And now in the tent, there's a stage. And when we look at the stage, that's where we're going to have seating, and we're going to have some performances from around the world. Students get to perform. That's my subject, performance. That's what I teach here, performing arts. Now, I've been gone from school for many, many weeks, so I haven't played a big role in that this year. What are we doing? We're walking over here, so we see the wood chips. We were up there, and you see where the buildings are labeled, secondary and primary. So we're walking over to the other areas of the playground so you can see them more clearly. Here we have one of the sand pits. Well, it is the only sand pit, really. Kids love it, especially when it rains. And another area of wood chips. This is for climbing, upper body and legs and coordination, all that. And we have here a picnic table and some benches over here. And then we have some more seating over here. And then a little pathway that goes up and around to the parking lot. Here we have the basketball courts. This is one of them. And then up there where the tent is also, there are also some basketball courts up there. Okay? Now, we're going to go on over, up these stairs, and on over to that side of the outside of the school. So, primary building, just to give you a frame of reference of where we are. Primary building, secondary building, playground. We just came from here. We're up here now. We just came up these steps here. And now we're getting into an area that's a little bit more natural. Still part of the school. Here's the parking lot. The vans are over there. We're going to get to that building. So classes spend some time here, going down this path, and there's some paths into the forest that go into that forest over there that the teachers use, especially the little ones. We're talking about pre-K. Every Wednesday, they go into the forest And there's some areas in the forest where they visit. Here we have a community pea patch here on the other side of this that fence over there. And here's the pond, and the students study this pond. And they talk about natural resources and not wasting them. They talk about how nature works. Animals, insects, plants, how they all work together. So there's a gate right there, and then they can go down and study the pond. And it's left as natural as possible. There's a path all the way around here. I don't know if you see that. There's also a gate over there. Let's keep going. We're walking by the parking lot here. And this pea patch is a good one. I mean, it's a big one. And people in Switzerland love pea patches in the middle of the city, of course. They really, really do function well here. Because in the middle of the city, they add a lot of greenery. This is already a green city. And people love the pea patches. And some of them are lots are passed down from generation to generation. They've been here for, you know, a very long time. I'm not even going to venture and say how long. This is what we call the garden. And, you know, it's all gravel here. And there's benches. And then various classrooms and various grades have things that they're growing in these planting bins. Oh, here's another path. A path that goes, oh yeah, it goes this way. And they're composting. And it goes around this way and down there. I don't know if you can see the path over there. Maybe I'll show it to you. And it goes down to that road. It's like a gravel road. And that goes, you follow that into the forest. But this is the garden. Okay, we're walking across the parking lot. Here's the school vans. There they are. And the school is built on a hill. So there are different levels to the school, and you always feel like you're going up or downstairs or ramps. And let me tell you about this metal building here. This is an extra gym. And I don't think it's temporary. I think this is permanent. Up the stairs here. Aha. Now, bear with me. Can you look through this gate here? There's a sand pit over here. And there's volleyball over there. And of course, here are the football goals. Goals on each side. So there's really like two fields, you know, half field and half field. And that building over there used to be, that green building, dark green, used to be, let's get closer to that building. Used to be horse stables. Oh, by the way, on the other side of the field, there's another, like, natural grass field. It's not a playing field. It's just a relaxing area where you can have a picnic or something. That green building in the distance there, you know what, let me get a little bit closer. I know this is not professional to zoom in like this. That green building used to be horse stables. And now there's a gym, and there are bathrooms. There's an academic foyer. I'm going to take you there. That's my new location. It's an academic wing of the PE department. And then there's a dance studio as well. And it connects to the school through a series of steps, or you can go inside, steps inside, or you can go through like a tunnel. Let's keep going. Remember what I told you about horse stables? They call this complex here the stables. Academy. Anyway, the stables. And this is, wait a minute, 1, 2, 3 stories maybe? And this is one of the ways into the gym. Bathrooms here. Oh, let me go this way. It's a circle anyway. So we have some bathrooms here. Do I really need to go in there? Yeah, because I want to show you the other side. I want to show you the other side. Let me go in there. Up there we have the offices for PE. Up there, that side and that side. There's a wall in between right there. And up here we have a workout facility, machines. There's a treadmill, there's a bicycle, static bicycle, there's weightlifting, and it's all up there. I don't even know what that room is. I just saw it. I don't even know what that room is over on that side. Huh. Anyway, let's go into my new location next to the gym. And I don't mind it. Because when we're playing and singing, playing instruments and singing in here, it's loud in there. And then we can be loud in here. So it works out. So they said, oh no, Mr. Fowler, you don't really want to be next to the gym. The balls hit the doors and blah. And I said, please, we're very loud, so I don't mind it at all. I really don't. This is a room. It's much larger than my other room. But there's lots of advantages to coming here. First of all, I don't have to go down some steps to get there. And you'll see if you go up here, the card for my old room. I don't have to go up and down stairs all day. There's a sink. There, a sink. Storage under here. No, hardly any shelving. None of that is my shelving. That's for PE. Which is okay. It's all right. I don't mind it. We brought the bends and instruments here. We have xylophones over here. We have all of our other general percussion here. We're talking about rhythm sticks, we're talking about rattles, we're talking about maracas, we're talking about African instruments, we're talking about the tambourines, sleigh bells, all kinds of things. Yeah, so that's the room. And the other advantage is, second to last advantage, bathrooms for the students. In my other room, the bathrooms were very difficult to get to. You had to go up the stairs again. Right here, this is what I see when I teach. The students sit here. There's very little furniture in here. Why? Because we move around the room. So, yeah, this is what I see. And what is the other and last advantage? I can see outside. Windows, windows, windows. Windows here and windows back there. Okay, and here's the field. Here's the field I was showing you from that fence over there. So this is the artificial turf field. Okay? So this is the other baby field. And you can bring the students over here to play, just to get outside. It's very good for the students to be outside. And outside learning has been revolutionizing education. It really has. And what started at COVID? So people are now outside a lot more. We're going to go back through those doors, and I'll take you to see something else in the school, and that'll be it, okay? Let's keep going. So we're back in my room here. Oh, another thing that I like about this room is there's light switches all over the place, because this is what they call the academic foyer, this room. Why? Because they would study various things like for PE. Like up here we see now it's in the spring, so we're talking about track and field, 800 meters, the 80 meters, the runs, how do you run it, the javelin, all of these things. This is my stuff here, star classes and, class points and Kahoot. That's my stuff. But this is called the academic foyer. Let's get one more look at it, and then we're going to go through this door, and you're going to be surprised when you see this. What? Dance studio. Mirrors. The mirrors can be covered with curtains. There are curtains here to divide the room into thirds. This third, this third, this third. There's a screen here for computer work. There's no markers. There's no marker board in here, but this is the dance studio, and that end over there is used for storage a little bit. I do have rehearsals here after school for choir and for drama. I do have rehearsals here. So we practice for performances here. Let's keep going. You remember this, correct? Okay, so we're going to go the stables. We're going to go here. All right, we're going to go down these stairs, and we're going in a tunnel underneath the school. See how the lights turn on automatically here? All right. Turning on. This is the tunnel. Oh, in this tunnel we have lots of lockers for the secondary students. And there are some more. Here's an area here of lockers, of course. And in this area, it's just a light switch. There's more, there's tables and places for students to gather and talk. Okay, the tent, the big tent is out there. And look up here for the secondary. So, classrooms, lockers, classrooms, and lockers. Areas to sit, place your backpacks before you go into class. More classrooms, more steps. This area is the back of the library. This is another door into the library. The library has like 4 doors? One. Yeah, because the secondary library is just above the primary library. And by the way, the primary library is in this secondary building. You see, so there's a lot of overlap. So this is the 3rd floor of the secondary. And man, do I love this window. Another classroom. Because you can see the countryside in the distance. It's also an area where you can go out and have lunch. And there's light on the fence here. Now in Switzerland, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little pole here. It's white and orange. And whenever you're going to build onto a building or build a new building, you must have that pole. And what does that pole do? It shows the people that live in the area how tall that addition is going to be. And it's for line of sight. What is it going to block? What view is it going to block? And that's very important in Switzerland. Okay, let's go back down. Okay, we're going down. We've seen all of this. Down, down, down. Let's take a look at the cafeteria. More rooms. We're just going to go straight down, guys. This is the main entrance. We're already in, so you didn't really see me come in. That's this way. These televisions are usually on. Here's artwork from secondary. We're looking backwards now. This is the bottom level of the library. The upper level's up there, and there's some steps in the library. You just go this way, and you go up some wood steps, and you're in the secondary library. This is the greeting person's place, a place for parents to actually sign in. This is the eating area we're about to get, and performance area. And this is where the students make a line and they collect their lunch here. And we have microwaves here, and these machines. I wanted to talk about these machines. This is a water machine where you could have just cold water here or bubbly water here. You just bring your water bottle, put it here, press the button. Okay, and they also have these glasses if you don't have a water bottle. There's always these glasses here, and then you just put your glass underneath, choose cold water or choose bubbly water. And they make a line down this hallway, the students do. And here's your forks and the trays, and then you just select what you need. Now, I think secondary can go outside and eat. Ooh, look at that sky. I hear thunder. Look at that sky. Yeah, we're back outside, guys. But it's a tour of ICS. By the way, here's the giant umbrellas. I mean, these umbrellas are big. And so people come out sometimes and use this area for lunch. Okay? All right. I hope that gives you an idea of what this school is like, how it's laid out. It started in 1960, and it started with the primary building. That was the first building, and then everything got added after that. And if you would like to subscribe, if you'd like to hit the like button or hit the bell for notifications, you can. More importantly, please comment. We're back where we started, guys. All right, ICS. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Okay, bye-bye.